Auditory Vinyl, and this is another edition of This Week in Vinyl, where I show releases and big hits and stuff of the past. So, starting off with September 1st, 1984, Tina Turner, #1 hit with What's Love Got to Do With It, off this big album for her. Also on here is Private Dancer, and Better Be Good to Me was also a big hit. I got a sticker on here from where I had her in another video. Some of the best legs in music. Let's see, on this other one, she's been inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice. Once in '91 with Ike Turner, and then as a solo artist in 2021. She's won 12 Grammys. So yeah, What's Love Got to Do With It, September 1st, was the #1 hit for her. September 3rd, 1966, Donovan, Sunshine Superman, made it to #1, and the one and only Jimmy Page played guitar on that one. This is greatest hits from '69. Also on here, Mellow Yellow, Hurdy-Gurdy Man, Season of the Witch. Bunch of great tunes by Donovan. September 3rd, Don Brewer, drummer of Grand Funk, turned 76. And Steve Jones, the Sex Pistols guitarist, turned 69. September 4th, 1965, Help, song Help, 3 weeks at #1 on the US singles. It was their 9th #1. That almost doesn't seem right. It seems like they had more #1s by then, but yeah, this is the soundtrack to the movie Help. This is actually one of my favorite Beatles albums. Really like all the You Gotta Hide Your Love Away, You're Gonna Lose That Girl, Ticket to Ride, title track, of course. Bunch of great tunes on there. September 4th, 1969, Easy Rider opened up in theaters. Peter Fonda, Dennis Hopper, Jack Nicholson, and Tony Basil, the same one that did Hey Mickey. I believe it's the same one. I'm pretty sure it is. But this has a lot of great songs on here. Steppenwolf with The Pusher and Born to Be Wild. The Birds are on here. Jimi Hendrix Experience. Roger McEwen. Great soundtrack. Great movie. 1971, September 4th, Paul McCartney made it to #1 with his single Uncle Albert, which came off of this one, Ram. Good album. Pretty much everybody knows about this one. September 4th, 1976. Bee Gees went to #1 with You Should Be Dancing. The single off of this one, Children of the World. Also on here is Boogie Child, title track, You Stepped Into My Life. I read somewhere that Barry Gibb has written more top 40 hits than any other songwriter. September 4th, Blackie Lawless of Wasp turned 68. September 5th, 1964, Animals went to number 1 on the US chart with House of the Rising Sun. This is their best of from 66. Also on here is We Gotta Get Out of This Place, Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood, Boom Boom. Eric Burden, of course, on vocals. He did a lot of cool stuff with War as well. So yeah. House of the Rising Sun, great tune. September 5th, Al Stewart turned 79. And Loudon Wainwright turned 78. September 6th, David Allan Coe turned 85. And Roger Waters, 81. September 7th, 1979, Gary Newman released The Pleasure Principle, which has the huge hit Cars on here. It was constantly played on the radio. It was all over MTV. Great tune. It's been remade a few times. It's what he's known for, but man, he's actually got a ton of albums out. Even fairly recently, still making music. September 7th, 1987, Pink Floyd released Momentary Lapse of Reason. This is a reissue from 2017. This is the first one without Roger Waters. I think it's really weird how there's a picture of David Gilmour and Nick Mason, but Richard Wright, who was in Pink Floyd, isn't in the picture, and even on the list of credits, his name is smaller than David Gilmour and Nick Mason. I don't understand that. I have Nick Mason's book. I had to read up on that and see if I can't figure out what's going on there, but this has got Signs of Life, Learning to Fly, The Dogs of War, On the Turning Away, The New Machine. Just really, really great album. A lot of people debate who's better, David Gilmour or Roger Waters. I don't know, because Roger Waters, obviously The Wall and Dark Side of the Moon were fantastic, but David Gilmour did pretty damn good on this one. And September 7th, 1994, Weezer released the single Buddy Holly off of the self-titled, or people call it the Blue Album. But the reason it was released on this day is because it was Buddy Holly's birthday, and he would have been 58 in 1994 when they released this on September 7th. So this is produced by Rick Ocasek, The Cars, and the Sweater Song, and My Name is Jonas, I think is the other pretty big hit off there. September 7th, Gloria Gaynor turned 80, and Chrissie Hynde, 72. Some new releases this week, and there's some really good ones. 10,000 Maniacs, MTV Unplugged from 1993, being released, digitally remastered, double LP, all that good stuff. So that'd be good. And David Gilmour, speaking of, has got a new one called Luck and Strange. So he's got a new one out that's, I'm sure, is very good. Madonna's Like a Prayer 1989, their fourth studio album being re-released. It's on silver vinyl. Nina Simone in concert from 1964 on the Verve label. That one's coming out again. And Jimmy Buffett, Changes in Latitudes, Changes in Attitudes. That's the one with the big hit Margaritaville. Originally came out in 77. So that one's being re-released. I normally do Who's Touring right now, but I feel like I've been repeating the same old people all the time, so I'm going to skip that one this week. In the background, I wonder if any of you recognize it, but it's Ronnie Montrose, the solo, Territory. Really good. When this come out, 86. It's got Edgar Winter helping out on here. One of the great guitarists that usually doesn't get mentioned in the list with all the other greats, but great stuff, great album. So there you go. That is this week in vinyl. Thanks for being here at the Auditory Vinyl. Enjoy the music.